The next thing to do is think about the draw bore in these tenons. So what we need to do first is mark out where these tenons are going to go on that face. So if that's that way, just turn that over, push that up to the shoulder. Don't line it up there, it goes right to the shoulder. Line that up with the bottom. Just draw around there, and then you'll have where your tenons are going to go. So what we're going to do now is find out the strongest place to drill the holes in this. If we line up the back, let's draw a line on there, we basically need to find the central part of that that's the strongest place to put a hole into that tenon. So if I usually just go diagonal, like that, and there. I'll kind of find the midpoint, but it's, so I know the centre's there, I want that to come further this way. So basically I'm going to draw a third line across the centre. Okay, and I know that that grain is quite short, so I'm just going to bring that dowel closer to the shoulder to give it more strength. So there's no exact for this, I'd say about halfway across there. I'm going for that. There. Okay, so that is where I'm going to drill my holes. I'll drill the holes in the string first, then I'll put the tenons in. I'll mark through these holes where those holes correspond with these tenons, and then I'm going to move the hole in there about 2 mil back further towards the shoulder. That'll mean the holes are offset, and when the dowel goes in, it'll have the effect of pulling that tenon into there and giving a nice strong joint. So I'm going to put that in the drill stand now. It's the easiest way to do it and get a nice vertical, accurate drill hole. I'm going to drill through the outer surface there, through the mortise, and I'm just going to take it halfway into the back. There's no need to come out of the inside and create another hole in the wood. So we'll just have one dowel showing there and there. We don't need to do the inside. On this one, it's covered up anyway, so I can drill that one through the mortise. I can come through there if I want to. Nobody will see it. So basically, we just end up with 2 holes there. Okay, so we'll do that now. That's that drilled. I've just taken that to the pillar drill. I drill right through there, right through the top, through the mortise, and you probably can't see, but I've gone about halfway into that, the bottom there. That's done. There's a bit of breakout that it's caused into the mortise, so we'll just clear that out, make sure it doesn't cause any problems later on. That's a bit wide, Gary. Okay, that's good. Right, so the next stage is to set this tenon back into the mortise. Okay, make sure that's right up on the shoulder, and it is. And if you look in there now, you can see that you can actually see the string where it comes through and the tenons. So I'm going to mark those tenons now. You might need to sharpen a pencil for this and make it a bit longer than it normally is. I think I can just about do that and get that in there. Okay, we'll check that out now. That should reveal where those drill holes are in the tenon. So, the first holes that I marked are in pencil. I don't normally like marking with pen, but I've done this to illustrate so you can see the difference. So the first holes I drew through the holes in pencil, and then I found the centre of those and just marked them at 90 degrees using the combination square, because you can use that on the end of your tenon. Okay, so I know that down that line there I need to come 2 mil back and mark a new centre for my holes. I've marked the new centre in pen just to show you the difference. So number 1 is the first line in pencil, and number 2 is the second line in pen. I'm now going to go back to the pillar drill and I'll drill that second hole, and then we'll talk about how we're going to put that together. So we've now got the newel with the holes drilled in. We've got the tenons. Right, so we've got the holes drilled in the newel. We've got the offset holes drilled in the tenon. So when they go into there, then I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. It'd be nice if you could, but the holes are slightly offset. Okay, so what that will do when we eventually put that together, I've made some dowels that are roughly the thickness of the material. I've been on the sanding machine and just put a really fine bevel on there, a bit like, not like a pencil, and you don't want that going to a point because it's got to be strong when it goes in there. Okay, that will just help that find that offset and find its way in. Okay, and then once we put glue on there and drive them in, that will go into that tenon and pull the tenon forward nice and solid. That job's a good one. Okay, so the next thing to do now is we're thinking about final assembly now. So we need to get rid of all our pencil lines. So it's a quick go with the sander. I'll get the Festool sander on with the extraction just to get rid of any sawdust. I'll have a quick go at that.